I'm going to give up on our secretary and event planner. I don't know where they are, but they're not answering their phones. We have all apparently attempted to contact them. Anyway, so welcome to the Astronomy Club meeting. First order of business, come on. Every time. There we go. First order of business is the Clubs and Organizations Fair. I don't know why that's showing up slightly oddly on the screen, but there you have it. This Wednesday from 10:30 to 2:30, we need to sign in and start setting up around 10. If you didn't sign the sheet last week, I'm going to pass it around again with a writing utensil this time. Although Tim isn't here, so the chances of him trying to nail me with a pen are slim. So sign up on the sheet if you're able to help and haven't already. The next Sabino Canyon Star Party is this Saturday. We will be meeting in the South Stewart parking lot at 4:30 p.m. as always. I don't anticipate any problems with this. I checked the rest of the semester and we should be good. Although maybe the calendar lied, but we should be fine for meeting in the Stewart parking lot. We shouldn't have to meet elsewhere due to sporting events. Astrophotography, there was some interest in this when I mentioned it at the first meeting. So if you have a digital camera that you would like to use for this, go ahead and bring it. We'll have a little notebook for each camera, and whenever you take a picture, just write down your name, the exposure time, and what you're taking a picture of, and the date, so that if we have multiple people using the same camera, we'll know who took which picture. And Mandy and I are going to talk to somebody about a darkroom on Thursday. I have an SLR camera that it needs to be repaired, but it works as a camera. It just, the advanced lever, the spring is broken. But I'm poor and I can't afford to fix it quite yet. So we'll try to find a darkroom and hopefully a source of film that does not cost an arm and a leg. And we'll try to get some film astrophotography up and running. Yo.
Our awesome club advisor person, Dawn McCarthy, does this very often on astronomy things.
I remember that.
It's like a box like this full of stuff that you could possibly use.
Sweet. I will talk to Dawn
So
when I go up to fetch him for Astronomy Question of the Week.
I have a lot of film or something. He has lots of stuff for that.
Yeah, I do remember that. The thing I'm worried about with film is that it so few people are using it except professional photographers that it's becoming very expensive. It's really cheap if you buy in bulk, but you have to buy a lot of it to buy in bulk. We could. Us and Astronomy Camp are probably equal levels of not having disposable cash, but well, I'll talk to Dawn and we'll see if we can work something out. Yeah. All right. Next order of business, we have scheduled two social events in the next couple of weeks. The first Ultimate Frisbee event of the semester will be Friday, February 4th at 4 on the mall in front of Flandreau. We actually have that section of the mall for some ridiculous number of hours, so we can stay until like 8:30 or something. Because when Allie went in to reserve the mall, the people at the events planning office were sure, we'll just give you a couple hours on either side, it'll be fine. How often was everybody interested in doing this? I hate you. Thank you. You say the two non-class taking people. I was thinking every other week just because we're doing so much that I don't want us to burn out. But if anybody really, really wants to have Ultimate Frisbee every week, let me know. We'll reserve some space. It'll be fine. I'm getting a room full of blank stares.
Every other week sounds good.
Yeah. Now I suddenly understand why my professors are so weirded out when we don't respond.
Why don't we try every other week, see how
Yeah.
much response we get?
That's
Yeah.
what I think.
All right, we'll try every other week and see how it goes. Also, when it gets hot in the basin, we'll. What? It's a basin, not a valley. Don't snicker. We'll start taking some hikes up in the Catalinas where it will be cooler. Yes.
There's always how many events calendar, so I can say some first one.
Yeah.
Yes. I sympathize. Yes, it's all on the calendar,
And
right?
yes, yeah,
Check.
it's all on the calendar. It's on there. It's on there twice, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Did you put it? Okay. I don't know.
You need to know about Frisbee.
Okay. Wow. Yes, it's all on.
Overcheating on Frisbee.
What?
You're overcheating on Frisbee.
Also, is anybody interested in trying a different sport?
That's sort of the idea behind hiking, is if we can try doing something
I was
else.
thinking maybe volleyball for the next
I'm
one.
up for volleyball.
Find a place to we can play volleyball.
PSU, or formerly known as PSU.
Oh no.
Oh.
I don't want to
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna pause the recording. Recording is resuming. All right, so that's just about it on Frisbee. We can look into volleyball, but we'll stick with Frisbee on February 10th since we've already got the space reserved. And I got an email from the SEDS president. He said that they are very interested in doing some joint events, especially Frisbee, with us. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. Movie night, Friday, February 17th, 5:30 p.m. We're working on a location. It would be awesome to be in a place that at all resembles an auditorium, but we'll work on that. I don't know that they'll let us into N210 for that. We'll be most likely watching Sharktopus, which Lindsay assures us is hilariously bad. It's a Sci-Fi Channel creature horror flick. And for any of you remotely familiar with Sci-Fi Channel, those are really bad. This is quality crap that we're talking about. There are bad movies, and then there are bad movies that were meant to be bad movies, and they're so good. So if you guys want to laugh, you should go look up Sharktopus on Netflix and read the reviews, because the reviewers are awesome. It's a Sci-Fi Channel creature horror, and apparently gets a little gory in places. Yeah?
Did they explain how a shark and an octopus?
It was a military defense project.
The next super weapon.
Yeah.
And it turns on them.
A good idea.
Or use it turns on them. You wouldn't believe it, right?
Wait, are you telling me that the plot for a Sci-Fi Channel creature horror is somehow unbelievable?
If you go too far, we will actually go through the entire plot.
Yeah.
We'll pick this apart.
That's basically the plot, actually. So I have seen my share of Sci-Fi Channel creature horrors, and I think this will be, at the very least, very amusing. Next, because I started the presentation over again. There we go. All right. Next, and completely unrelated order of business, we actually sold out our t-shirts last fall. Yay! So we want to get some new ones. And we were going to look into getting another t-shirt design. If we don't go through ASUA, we don't need the logos on the back. So we were going to look into something to put on the back, or maybe a different logo that we can put on things like business cards. And somebody at Wayne at AAS mentioned maybe getting polos for the somewhat rare occasions when we need to be a little more professional, since showing up at AAS in a t-shirt was kind of odd for many of us. And we were hoping to use that logo for other things as well. So if you're at all interested in submitting designs for any of these, send me an email, send Lindsay an email, and let us know.
And this would also be a logo that we would hope to use for a very long time.
Yes. For the logo on the polos, the more professional one, we want to keep that as the club logo for, as an eternity. This is our gift to, no. For a while at least, so that we can be consistent, and the club at least can have a recognizable symbol here in town.
For approximately a lifetime,
Yes.
give or take.
Well, definitely not greater than the lifetime of our son, I would say. I have a
Probably not.
sneaking suspicion.
Starting now or
Starting now. Either, in fact, would both work. And Carmen, who is not here, mentioned that people were interested in hoodies. Is there any interest in hoodies in this room right now? Don't be afraid. I'm not going to bite your head off because you raise your hand. There we go. Thank you.
I have a lot of hoodies already.
So you need more.
And
All right.
It's not really ever that cold here.
As if you grew up living frequently.
It can get cold, not in Tucson, but in the mountains. All right. Sweet. And yeah, we were thinking the polos would mostly be just for us. I mean, we can always sell them to people who want one, but we're thinking the T-shirts would be the things we sell to the general public / family members, and polos would be something more like a uniform that we can use. So, excellent. We will discuss all of this at the officer meeting tomorrow. Astronomy days and nights. Again, March 24th. You should all participate. We are currently trying to hear back from the Biosphere 2 people, but we're going to go ahead and keep planning this event. Meetings are 5 p.m. on Wednesdays, as has just been decided. And the first meeting is
Wednesday.
this Wednesday. So make sure you all go. And on that note, we have meeting times for 3 of our 4 projects now, which is excellent. So, binocular telescope project, if you're interested and you haven't filled out the poll, please go do so now, or as soon as you get out of the meeting. And I think that's the only news we have on the project front. The radio project had a very successful observing run over the weekend. So, astronomy question of the week starts in 10 minutes with Don McCarthy. And I think I've plugged this quite a lot. So I can't be here because I have a meeting that I stupidly scheduled for 4:30. But next week I will be here. And you guys should all stay because it's a lot of fun. Membership. Pay your dues. Give the money to CT. You will record that you have paid. And everybody needs to fill out a membership form. We have a new membership form, so please go do that. It will help us clear up who's still a member, who's not. If you have any new information, just please go ahead and do that. And we have a research presentation today. Bree will be presenting her research on stellar classification for 10 minutes. Thank you. All right.